Okay, we have another question. 773-551, you are live. Peace.
Black Supremacy, this King Noble. I just got one question to ask, and that's in regards to the approach. Do you really feel that the approach as far as the legal system and being a lawyer is going to be more effective than the revolutionary approach that was originally presented by the Black Panther Party as far as overthrowing the system, including the legal system and all aspects of the white man's system?
I would say that no. That's an excellent question, and neither approach by itself will be effective. Now, I want to say something on the Black Panther Party deal. Well, let me answer it this way. We need both, my dear, and we need a united front and a united effort that is really much more effective than we have now. Now, you see, if by moving from my position from chairman of the party over to the president of Black Lawyers for Justice, if by moving from one position to another and I allowed or contributed to the disintegration or the dismantling of the party, then that would be a bad thing. But if what I'm doing not only stabilizes the party, but I also, even doing what I'm doing, I help the party to grow, then you can know that at least I've done my job. I don't know how close any of these groups are from overthrowing this system. I would tell you not very close, just to be very honest. There's no group in America, Party, Black Panther Party, any of them that are anywhere near close to achieving the objectives you just named. But they sure need to get better organized and start. And I guarantee you this, comrade, I will be doing my part to make sure both of them are sustained. I guarantee you that I will keep that, because other than that, my 12 years as chairman would be a fraud. If I built something up in 12 years and then a year from now I allowed it to go in the dust, that means I wasted my time. And I have no interest in looking back and seeing that I wasted that time. And so I will keep it going, not only, my dear comrade, in the new Black Panther Party, but I'm here to give strength, encouragement, and life to all of those in the RBG movement and all of those who desire liberation and all of those who desire revolution. I am still your brother. I am the comrade. I'm not going in some courtroom and hiding into some damn courtroom. Brother, I'm out here more. I will be out here more. I will be out here more. I hope to work with you and others more. I hope y'all are on these police more. I want to be in your cities more. I just come back from Waycross, Georgia, and down there in Valdosta, Georgia, and on the ground in Tuskegee, Alabama. So, brother, I don't know how well you know me, but all of the rumors, and I'm some crazy writer wrote some article. He just told the people, well, Shabazz resigns. This man knows well better than that. He knows me well. He knew that me and him had been talking about this some time, and he knew where I was going and what my next post was. He knew the science behind it, and he knew not to write that kind of article. So you get some people wondering, oh, well, what's he going to do? Has he left the revolution? He think now, he's going to leave the political struggle for the legal struggle? Hell no, comrade. A leopard does not change his spots. A revolutionary is a revolutionary all day, all night. I just put on a different, was really the same, but I put on a different suit for a different battlefield because I got to go behind enemy lines. So I got Hashim and Zinga and all these comrades and brothers and sisters, and I got all y'all. I'm your brother. I will train with you. I'll soldier with you. I'll do all of that with you. But now you also got to understand what I'm doing. What I'm doing, brother, I got to get up with these Masons. I got to get up with these police chiefs. I got to go to battle with these county executives. I got to go to battle with these city attorneys and corporation councils and all of these high-placed people that keep white supremacy intact and keep white racist police officers, white racist agency heads in power to abuse black people. And all of that cannot necessarily be reached by demonstration. Keep demonstrating, keep organizing, keep cussing out the white man. But somebody has got to depose his ass. Somebody has got to file suit on his ass. Somebody has got to strategically attack his ass. Pardon my language, but then again, don't pardon. Because I want you to feel my spirit, man, that this ain't no punk move. We got to wage all kinds of warfare to end white supremacy, and white supremacy is heavily up in them laws. That's why the Moors is always pushing legal things and the legal aspect of it. They may not all, I don't agree with everything they're saying, but they do know that there is the black man's lack of knowledge of the legal system and that which has greatly enslaved him. And so, my comrade, don't worry about it. Revolution, bottom line to it, comrade, revolution is the only solution. And we need revolutionary. Yeah, go right ahead.
One last question. Do you feel like that this transition could be made in a more clandestine way to avoid the political ramifications of that move?
Well, you're talking about doing it in a way that's, well, yeah, I can understand your concerns, but I would ask you this. I want you to trust me and trust the man I'm on the phone with and trust my judgment on it, and I promise that it won't be any negative political ramifications. Matter of fact, it's going to turn into a positive situation. Right now, what I'm doing, my dear brother, really, to be very honest, it needed to be done in the Panther Party. You don't know as much as I know because I am not in here, about this specific subject of the internal dealings of the Panther Party because I am not in the public wisely going to be going into my, to do anything adverse against the Panther Party. You see, Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam, but he left under adverse circumstances. So then what it got to a situation was between Malcolm and the nation, and they got to mud fighting, and that was not good for our people. When the Honorable Elijah Muhammad passed or made his transition from the Nation of Islam, he wasn't exactly clear on who his successor was, so a successor was picked, but then there was dissatisfaction with the direction of his successor, and then it was kind of messy, but then a man, Honorable Louis Farrakhan, arose from that, you know. And so what I'm telling you, my dear brother, is if this is handled right, it can be a blessing because the Panther Party needed a shakeup. I'm going to say straight up, the new Black Panther Party had become very complacent. The new Black Panther Party had lost its hardcore grit and grind and its ability to get out there and stay in the streets, to have meetings, to raise money, and to face the issues of the day. I'll be very honest with you. They was in a position where they needed a leadership shakeup. And I had honestly reached a position, dear brother, where my projects, my abilities, my aspirations, I had outstripped the ability of the party to keep up to where I was going. And so this was needed for the growth and development of the organization. If I remained as chairman, I could have actually retarded the growth of the organization and created an environment of dysfunction and dependency. And so when I say that it's all in divine order, brother, this is needed for the organization, and they are going to man up, and they are manning up, and they're going to rise to a new level, and new leadership is going to come to birth, and I'm here as a guide and a mentor and one that's right with them to make sure it happens. But for sure, it's needed.
That's power. Well, you've been doing it for 12 years, so I have to stand in that you know what you're doing with the decision that you have made. So I have to respect it and, see it as the best decision that needs to be made. Black supremacy.
And you're welcome. And also, my dear brother, I'm going to say this to all those who are listening. You're welcome. I'm recruiting for the Panther Party. I say new leadership and new ideas and new brothers and sisters can come in. I'm going to say that Minister Hashim Nzinga is not a know-it-all man. He's an open-minded man. He's not from the Nation of Islam, so he has a new perspective. Huey Newton was from Monroe, Louisiana. Hashim Nzinga is from Midland, Texas. Hashim Nzinga is a man who believes in gun rights. He's been trained in a broad-based way. He's a man that's easy to get along with. He's a good brother. He's a good-natured brother. And so what I'm telling you, this is a man you can get along with. And so this new Black Panther Party, brother, they're recruiting, they're open for dialogue. Sean Kwali is learning these lessons, and now he knows how to see brothers like you and all those who are listening to me. You just Facebook. We're going to give out some numbers on this line and some information on this line, and I want y'all to come on in and work with this new Black Panther Party and help give it a fresh new boost to a higher level. You're welcome, my dear brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate you, black man. We won't let
Brother
you down.
Malik.
Hashim, side by side.
Can I say something?
Yes, sir. Go right ahead, Minister Chairman Hashim.
Let me say this. Two things seem to be happening to me. Number one, Barack Obama is not liked by a lot, not liked by many, but we all thought we had a chance when it happened. But if, however that would have went, and however it goes, he's only going to be able to serve 8 years. All over the political revolutionary structures, there's leaders that serve terms in organizations. And the only thing that bothers me the most is you are the longest lasting Black Panther chairman in the history of America. And people, I don't think, really understand. I'm on a video shoot, so it's a lot of noise, a lot of buses, a lot of trucks, but bear with me. I don't think people really understand who hadn't been in your shoes, hadn't been in Dr. Khalid Muhammad's shoes. And they got to understand and listen to what we're saying. And what we're saying is, I've been the National Chief of Staff and the National Assistant of Dr. Khalid Muhammad for 7 years, not 7 months, not 7 weeks, for 7 years. I was shot with Dr. Khalid Muhammad in Riverside. I took Dr. Khalid all over this country when he was out of the Nation of Islam and hated by most, and had death threats all over the place, white and black. And I stood the test of time, and I helped him build his new Black Panther Party. Aaron Michaels, who sit down and came up with this idea, I knew him before he came up with the idea. I knew Aaron. I introduced Khalid Muhammad to Aaron Michaels and the new Black Panther Party. People keep thinking or acting like you got to defend me and my career. I'm not no goddamn pop-up happening. I'm not no instant oatmeal. I have left my family for the last. I told everybody on this phone, like it or not, I've been Malik Zulu Shabazz National Chief of Staff and on probably over 100 missions.
That's right.
12 years, risked my goddamn life with bulletproof jackets.
Eesh.
I have helped babysit this new Black Panther Party. I'm one of the roots in the ground of this Black Panther Party. I have said on this phone tonight, and I'm not apologizing to nobody and not kissing nobody's ass and not trying to be arrogant. I'm a humble and meek brother. But some people get on this phone and they ain't opening their damn ears or waxing their ears, and I don't care if they like me or not, and I'm not trying to win nobody over. I'm just making the point for somebody else who come after me. 12 years I've been with Attorney Shabazz. 7 years with Dr. Khalid. These are two of the strongest black men, hard-pushing black men on earth. Not just some niggas at the table, helping organize, helping plan, helping decide, do we go, do we stay? Do we risk our life? Do we risk our comrade's life? And Panthers from all over this country have respected me all 17 years. This is not no stroke of luck. This is not ingenious. This is common sense. If a man been a national chief of staff and a manual and got a chain of command saying if the national chairman moves, then the chief of staff become in that position. And believe it or not, it's a position I don't beg for and did not want. But I'd be damned if I let people play with Dr. Khalid legacy